Hey guys, it's MikeGoG. We got an update video coming in after long time waiting. We are getting a new character. We're getting Ska into the game, so we're gonna take a peek at Ska. I'm gonna go ahead and pull and get him on the account, or her. I'm not even sure. We're gonna check that out and check out their kit and see how that's looking as well. Outside of that, it looks like we're getting a new boss. That might just be a reskin of a boss we've already had, or it could be a brand new boss, but they say new boss either way. And outside of that, it doesn't look like anything is really changing. So exciting to get a new character. Would love to have a place to actually use them. I don't know. It's getting more and more of a chore to log in every day. I'll tell you that much. As you can probably tell from the lack of videos coming out, I have been getting into the account, I think every day, trying to get through my dailies, help my clan out in the clan wars and stuff like that, doing the daily activities on the clan stuff. But I can't say on a daily basis I'm really enjoying the game anymore, which is kind of sad because I really do like the game. We'll jump over in the game here. Let's take a peek at Ska's kit and see if she is worth summoning. I mean, there's only so many characters in the game, and she's the only one I don't have, so we're going to go ahead and see what she's up to. So when you go into the codex, this is going to be her completely maxed out with all of her chivalries, as well as completely booked, but it'll give us a feel for, you know, what she's going to be when she's all dialed in. So her first passive, when using skill 2, 100% chance to gain weakness detection for 2 turns, 100% chance to grant each serpent's favorite ally weakness detection for 2 turns, and 100% chance to inflict damage taken increase on the target for 1 turn, and that is going to be the small version of that. Weakness detection is going to be attack up 15%, pretty solid. Effect accuracy up 20%, and when attacking has a 100% chance to inflict mark upon the enemy. So potentially using the this character with Iwarit or some of the damage dealers that do a little more damage utilizing mark. I think Sigrun could be a pretty good benefit, and it looks like there's Serpent affinity matchup synergies is the word I'm looking for. Serpent synergies going on there. Move over to the passive 2. We got 100% chance to trigger when using skill 3 while having weakness detection. So 2 requirements there. We have to have the weakness protection or detection, and we're using skill 3, and 100% chance to charge attack gauge by 100%, and 100% chance to prepare skill 1 for 1 turn. So the nice thing here is we're going to get an immediate second turn, and then we're going to gain this prepare skill 1 for 1 turn. I'm not entirely sure what that's actually going to do. On the passive 3, when attacking, if the target has mark, 100% chance for them to grant each serpent favorite ally effect accuracy increase 1 for 2 turns, 100% chance to gain pierce increase, where you're ignoring defense for 2 turns, 100% chance to inflict mark on each enemy for 2 turns, and 100% chance to charge attack gauge of each attack typed ally by 30%. Okay, so a lot going on there, but you know, it's going to be pretty effective as far as the passives go, really just extending those marks on the enemies. Is that on each enemy for 2 turns, so that's going to be kind of interesting there as far as the AoE mark going on, specifically like on Iwarit where she does AoE damage. I don't know if her AoE damage is based on marks, but I know she does get extra damage or extra hits because of marks on enemies, and I think the same is true for Sigrun, if I remember correctly. So that's going to be her passive abilities. If we move over to her active, she's coming with the Flame Relic here. On her first active ability or basic attack, she's going to do a little bit of damage, and each point of speed is also going to increase the attack damage she's doing. They have kind of nerfed this. I think early on Tristan was doing a lot of extra damage based on attack speed, and so they brought it down. At least I think it was Tristan. It's been a while. But they nerfed it to a point where it wasn't quite as effective, but potentially this could be something to kind of keep an eye on. Building her fast may be the way to go. On her A2, we got attacks 1 enemy 2 times, total damage 176%, 100% chance for the last hit to inflict mark for 3 turns, so it will be going on pretty strong there, and you can see as it books up as you get those extra percent chance of that landing. And then on the A3, attack 1 enemy 3 times, total damage 231%. Attack each point of attack speed, also going to do additional damage, and we're going to put mark on for 1 turn with the A3. So my guess is she's not going to be a crazy damage dealer. She's more going to be like a support of marks and buffing your champions, specifically on a Serpent team. She is Serpent, so that makes sense, as well as attack-based champions. Getting that extra ability on that passive 3 where she gets the attack gauge fill of 30% for attack-type allies. So that's going to be pretty helpful if you're just kind of trying to zip through content and do some damage. Pretty interesting champion in my head right now. I mean, I really have not been super active in the game short of just going through the motions. I'm trying to think of where she would have a place. I mean, potentially Hall of Conquerors bosses is probably the only content that really comes to mind. I mean, she's going to be helpful, but I don't know if she's going to be game-changing for anything. But she might change the meta in Arena, potentially. The way the mark is working, bringing Iwart back into the meta. I could definitely see that, because Iwart is a fantastic damage dealer. But we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. But that is Ska in a nutshell. Let's go get her on the account and see about where we're at. But before we jump over into Lake Avalon, let's see if I got any goodies. I got a couple of summons to do in here and some other things. We'll go ahead and summon our legendary character. I'm trying to remember where I got this. It's probably a 30-day login. We got a Caliburn Arthur. I already have him Chivalry level 10, so he's going to be tokens for the shard shop. Hopefully we can get a legendary out of here. Oh, we did. Claudus. So we got lucky on that one. It's pretty rare you get to see legendaries come out of there. I think that's going to be Chivalry level 4 or 5 for my Claudus. So that's not too bad. We're trying to get all those old champions up to Chivalry level 8. And we'll see if we can get a legendary. Nope. On the relic there, we got 52 of these bad boys. So I did do a bonehead mistake, and quite a few rares in there actually. So that's pretty good. I actually went through and I was enhancing my characters, and I didn't realize it was using the tokens. And I was trying to save up 52,500 tokens so I could buy any relic that was in the shard shop. And before I knew it, I ran out of 30,000 tokens that I'd been saving, and I was pretty bummed out about it, because I was like, man, I really want to get, I think Brendan's Flame Relic was in there a week ago or something like that, and there's some other ones that I'd really like to get on the account, and I went through and burned through 30,000 tokens. I was almost to another new relic for myself, but you know, a little frustrating. But you can see we've been stacking up resource on the account. We've got 109 of these guys. We're going to go ahead and just pull 60 today, or just get Scott on the account. We'll go ahead and pull these guys. I think Herja did end up in the summoning pool now, so that's kind of fun. And then we'll go ahead and get these guys on the account as well. I won't bore you with these summons there, but we got quite a few things stacking up on the account. But let's jump over into Lake Avalon, see what we can get on the account today. Let's start with those Storm Relics. We're 25 away, so we should hit our pity today and see about getting a legendary Storm Relic. No pity needed. We're getting one right out of the gate. So that's pretty exciting. We're going to see what we're getting here. I'm trying to think of Storm Relics I don't have on the account, just the one there. So let's see who it is. And we got a Tempest Gale for Claudus. So I think that could be a new one for me. It is. I was like, I think she starts with her Flame Relic. So that is a new relic for me, which is absolutely awesome. Love getting new relics on the account. There's not too many left I need. I think I'm around 15 or so is what I need on the account. Although they keep adding them in, so, you know, there are probably a few more than that. Man, 4 rares, pretty solid there. Probably all going to be tokens for the shard shop. I stopped actually enhancing all these guys or upgrading them, and I am selling them in, trying to stack up those extra tokens, even though I burned them all on enhancing characters, which was kind of silly. But, you know, you live and learn. You live and learn. So we'll get in here, get these guys dialed in. Anything to write home about? And the answer to that question is no. All right, so we did get our legendary. Let's move over to the Frost. We are 60. We just got our, so we're going to get halfway to pity again. Hopefully we don't need it. I'm trying to remember. It's been a long time since I've been in here summoning. So I don't remember I think it was actually Brennan's Frost Relic was the last relic I pulled, which was really exciting because I've been missing that one for a while. So I got that fully updated and on the account, which is pretty good. We'll see about going in here, see if we get anything else. Another 10 pull coming in. We got a rare. That's all we're getting. We can go ahead and skip ahead of that. Let's see here. We got Ardo there and our last 10 pull for the Frost Relic. Not yet, and no. All right, well, we'll get halfway to pity on that, so that's not too shabby. 3 rares, we'll take that all day long. Turn those into tokens for the shard shop, and we'll go ahead and we're 60 away. We got 65. You do stack up a lot more flame summons than anything else, which is kind of weird to me. I think it should be more balanced, but I feel like I summon at least twice as many flames as I do anything else, and it's probably more than that. But we're going to go ahead and get through here. We are guaranteed to get at least one through pity, but hopefully we can get two. Get a little bit of luck on our side. So we'll see if we get lucky here. No. All right. Just the one rare there. So we're going to keep moving on. Keep moving on. We're going to get these guys going on the tokens. Hopefully by the end of this summon session, we could get close to having 52,500. I have not looked in the relic shop to see if there's anything new for me in there, but I am trying to pick up specific relics that I feel like my account's missing. And on the top of my head, it's really just Brennan's flame relic is the one that I'd really like to get on the account. But you know, it is what it is. So hey, 4 rares doing pretty good there. That'll be good for the shard shop there. And it might be sending us all the way to pity here. We got one more pull after this to get there, and it is going to push us all the way there. Which is pretty unfortunate, but that's okay. We're going to get that legendary on the account. This one's gold. Let's see who we get. Maybe we get Brennan's flame relic right here. We don't have to worry about buying it. That'd be huge for the account. Be pretty excited about that. One legendary right there, and we got Clarison, and that is, I believe, what she comes with. Although I go back and forth because sometimes they come with, I was going to say it shined up all big. It's just because it's legendary. It's not because it's new. Pretty sure she starts there, but she might start with her storm relic. And the special relic summons still don't have a token in here, still just using crystals. I got 21,000 now, which is quite a lot. Probably could do something with them, but I really haven't been bothered with it. But Herja has entered the mix at this point in time. As far as that goes, maybe I should update my wish list here. I have Herja at chivalry level 1, so definitely let's go ahead and take out, we'll go ahead and get rid of Gillian here, put in Herja, and we'll go that route until we get her at least to chivalry level 5, because that's going to help her out quite a bit. Her kit opens up pretty dramatically. Got 108, so we are guaranteed to get 2. So we got 2. Hopefully we can get 3 legendaries with our 108 pulls, but we'll see how we do with that. There's a little bit of luck on our side. I feel like we started out lucky and then it kind of went downhill from there. But geez, it's 5 rares on that one. It's pretty good. I trade them all for 1 legendary, but that's okay. The 5 rares, we'll turn them into tokens and it'll be good to go. I think we're 43 away from pity if I remember correctly. So we're at 20 of those are gone. So that 5th pull would be getting us 2 more rares on the account there. That 5th pull would be getting us to pity. So let's see if we can get there a little ahead of schedule. It'd be kind of nice. There we go. There we go. Let's see who we get. We got the 4 wish list going on there, just stacking up chivalries. I kind of hope for the Herja because I think she is a stronger character than the other ones. You learn nothing from losing your wing. It is Herja. We'll take that all day long. It kind of cracks me up. They call her out on having the 1 wing. It's a little brutal. But that's all right. She is a cool champion. She actually has found her way into quite a few teams in the Hall of Conquerors, which has been really helpful. But that gets me up to chivalry level 2 for my Herja. So we're going to see about getting another one. I'm hoping to get 3, but we're definitely guaranteed at least 1 more. So we'll skip through here and see if we can get a couple on the account. I got so many summons to do today because I haven't done any summons. I haven't done any videos. I don't summon when I'm not on video, so we'll get this all dialed in. Probably end up being a longer video than I was hoping for, but we'll see how we can chop it up and make it a little quicker for you guys. But hopefully we get some luck on the account. We're trying to get another 2 rares on that one there. So we got coming up here. I think this is our 40th pull or 40. So I think we got 20 more to pity. Hopefully, again, we can come in just a little bit in front of it. Just a little bit. 1 rare, that's no good. That's not good at all. Let's see here. Are we gold? Can we turn it gold? Get the hyperflex in. No. All right. I think the next one is our pity pull. So we'll be getting one on the next go around. Little Jared action going on there. I remember back in the day, I was super excited to pull my Jareds, trying to get him all the way up to chivalry level 10. But that's been a minute since then, so it's a little less exciting these days. But we got 1. All right, we got 1 legendary on that. I believe that was our pity pull. Let's see who it is. Are you proud of who you are? Humans are so comical. That is another Gilroy. I think that's taking us to chivalry level 7 on our Gilroy. So we got 1 more to get there before he pops off the wish list. But he is a very strong damage dealer that has found his way into a lot of teams in the Hall of Conquerors. So that is chivalry level 7 for him. And we've got one more 10 pulls. A little bit brutal. Can we get back to back? Get a little lucky here? I don't know. Maybe we'll save it for the raid ups. All right. So a lot of pity going on today, but that's all right. That's all right. We'll make it up another time. Let's jump over into the raid up summons, see who we're looking to get. So on this, they are doing the popular relic for Anya, which I do already have. And again, you're just using crystals to get that on there. But I do like the fact that they're at least doing something additional to the raid up summons, where you have, like, if there's a particular one you want to get. I mean, it's a lot of 9,000 crystals to actually get there and guarantee it for yourself. But, you know, it is what it is. If you go into the raid ups here, it does have... Oh, it has all kinds of stuff going on. But on the legendary front, you have these 4. Scorched Oak. I would like to see that they put this on attached to which character, because you may not know that Volcanic Spike is part of Tristan's kit, and Flame Grinder, to be honest, I don't know who that is actually a part of. So those are the kind of things where it'd be like, it'd be kind of nice to have that in there so you know whose is whose. But there are those 4. But if we go over to the raid up summons, let's see who else is in the mix. We got Sigrun, Clarison, Iwarit, and Ceres. Those are all of our Serpent champions that are going to be a great complement to Ska over here. So go ahead and get that summons underway. We're just going to go till we get our first copy of her. I'd like to take a peek at her chivalries and all that and see what comes into play and whether or not I want to spend all my raid up summons on her. Although based on the way things have been going, probably not getting another champion for 6 weeks anyway. So, you know, it is what it is. But this particular champion, I can't say I'm super excited about. Probably just because there's not really a place in the game where I'm excited to use her, or the place in the game where I'm struggling enough that I need new characters to help me through it. So that's kind of just par for the course, I guess, these days. Like, I'd really hope to see new things coming to the game that kind of you struggle with as a late or end game player, so that when new characters come in, you're excited to get them on the account so you can not struggle in those areas anymore. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't think the Netmarble team is or the team behind King Arthur is very large. It might just be a handful of people, and they're doing their best to get new content out there. But I gotta say, like, if you're looking to just string a game along and slowly kill it, like, they are doing a great job. I don't feel like there's a lot of active players in the game. My views on YouTube have gone down dramatically, which is why I'm not putting out a bunch of videos. My interest in the game has gone down dramatically, which again is why I'm not putting out a bunch of videos. But every now and then I do like to jump in and just kind of have some fun with it. But it's definitely not the same as it was when we first started playing. So let me know in the comments below how long you've been playing and what you're looking forward to. Like, on this update, what got you excited about this update? Are you excited about the new champion? We got our legendary coming in here. I think this was before Pity. Probably pretty close. We got just the one legendary, so we'll find out. If it's our new champion Ska, then it probably was legendary. Haven't seen the end once already. Oh, that's bad timing. All right, we'll silence that. And here's our new champion coming in. I can't edit that out because this is all the video there. So that was my phone ringing. My brother's calling me. We did get Ska on the account. She starts with that flame relic. Pretty cool looking champion as far as the aesthetics and the graphics. I think they always hit that out of the park. They do a great job there. So we can jump in there and see exactly how her chivalries play out. All right, so we jump into Ska here and kind of take a peek at where she starts. You can see you start to gain these things as she moves up. Unlocks at certain levels, so we're going to go ahead and get her as decked out as we can. But before we do that, we want to take a peek at her chivalries, just see how they're laid out. Endless Pursuit, this is going to be a skill enhancement that's get added, so it adds that effect accuracy for Serpent's favor, which is going to be pretty strong as far as the support goes. But I mean, if you're building your champions with enough accuracy already, not really going to do a whole lot. And it is specific to Serpent favored allies. So when attacking, if target has mark, 100% chance to charge vigor by 1. That's actually going to be pretty strong as far as potentially building folks without a vigor set. I don't remember reading that in the kit. Maybe I went right through it. I'm not entirely sure, but that's actually going to be pretty good because she's doing a lot of marks. So anytime that she's attacking, she's going to basically be able to put an extra vigor on the team there. And so, you know, as far as having your damage dealer not being a vigor set, you can get a little more damage out of them, which would be pretty big. Additional skill effect. Although she is Serpent, and we already have Nika in the Serpent faction, so it's kind of weird that all this vigor assistance is going on in the Serpents, but whatever, we can take it. Additional skill effect, we got Feral Instinct, 100% chance to grant the Serpent's favor weakness detection. So this is where they get that extra benefit of the attack and effect accuracy. So that's going to be a pretty big one for her, as well as this is where the damage taken increase comes in on the target, which is also going to be pretty big. So third Chivalry looking pretty strong there. Endless Pursuit, additional skill. Marked for 2 turns, 100% chance to charge. So this is where she's going to be charging attack type allies with 30%, which is going to be pretty helpful depending on who's on her team. I think Clarison and Sigrun are both attack-based allies, so they would be probably some good choices. Serpent attack-based allies. And then on the 5th Chivalry, at the start of battle, 100% chance to grant Serpent favorite allies shared focus target on the rest of the battle. Shared focus target is when attacking, Ska will use skill 1. So basically it's going to be an assisted attack, which is going to be pretty strong. And then on her skill 1, I think she's landing mark on that as well. So that'll kind of keep that rolling. So all in all, the 5 Chivalries are, you know, I mean, they're going to continue to add support to her. From there, we're looking at just stats. So it's not going to be a huge change to her effectiveness as you move up into this space here. Just be a little more survivable, maybe do a little more damage, but she's not really in there to do damage anyway, from what I gather. So, I mean, it sounds like she could probably hit pretty well, but we're going to go ahead and take a minute, get her leveled up as much as we can with the resources we have, and see where we're at when the dust settles. All right, so we spent a little energy on getting her dialed in here. So basically the stuff I had pretty much got her completely maxed out with the exception of her skill ups. I have 1 passive skill left to do. I just got to go farm some of these guys. So I need 20 of them. I ran through, I think, 500 energy. I think I got 5. So that was kind of silly, but just some bad RNG there. But that's about all we got left for her to get dialed in. But that's pretty exciting. We did get some extra chivalries, so let's take a peek at what we got going on with those. I did buy my 10th and final chivalry for Sergius there, so we can get that one scheduled to him, which is pretty good. Also bought one for Florentius. So I have finished Tristan, I finished Sergius, so now I'm working on Florentius in the arena shop, I believe it is. So just kind of working through some of his abilities there. We pulled a 7th chivalry for Gilroy, so we'll get that on him. Added defense, added HP, make him a little more survivable. So that's going to be pretty strong. And then we did also pull an additional Herja. Where is she at? There she is. So we're going to go ahead and get that on her as well. Getting some of those extra benefits to her kit popping up on that as well. So I feel like she came back into the summoning pool a little quicker than normal. Although we've been waiting a long time for a new champion, so that might just be why it feels that way. But yeah, we'll get that on the account as well. So we're making quite a bit of progress in that space there. I did go through all the shops and just try to see what's going on. A lot of them don't reset for another few days, so we'll wait until that comes in. I'll have to jump into the hero dungeon and get through. We knock this out, we'll get this knocked out as well, and then jump over in the event shop. Probably pick this up, definitely pick these up, and then the summons here as well. Might as well pick some of these guys up also, but we'll get in there and get that done. But I think that's about what I got for you guys today. I gotta say, like, as far as getting a new champion, it's always exciting that they're in the game, but ultimately I don't know that it's enough. Like, it's just not. I don't feel like it's going to be enough to keep people excited. Again, so this guy is just a reskin of an existing boss that we faced. Might have different mechanics or whatnot, but we'll see how that plays out. But got a lot of goodies on the account to go through and just kind of collect and start pressing on. But we'll get Scott completely dialed in with those brooches once I get them, and then and that'll be pretty much done. We'll just keep pressing her on. I'll figure out how to do a build on her and what I should do there over the coming days, and probably put a video out as far as what I come up with. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me all the way to the end, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.